It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it's the 49ers' speedy running back. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the 49ers and the Hawks, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for a... The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 127 yards, and a score.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. On third down, Boston. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's taken to the 26. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 21 carries, 88 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw here. Out right to Smith-Njigba. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Pulled in at the 24. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them.
but I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Boston. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. A give to the fullback on the dive. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be the call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
So probably next time we see this coaching staff, we want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Looking to throw. Boston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches on the Seahawks 19-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Boston got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Back to throw. Boston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Boston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge for the play he just made.
You know, he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Going to wind up incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing on first down, Boston. And able to get this one across the 45 before it's brought down. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw, Boston. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Boston. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Seahawks 12-yard line.
Back to throw. Boston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Well, the ball now going back over to Seattle Seahawks offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 29-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Back to throw again. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
To try here for the extra point. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So the drive there took 6 plays, and the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away, taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Boston got a man, and he hits him in stride. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Boston on the move to his left. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun. Boston. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the 1st half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. He and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth. He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Looking to throw. Boston. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. quickly here, and that's complete. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back to throw. Boston. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. It'll go as a sack and a loss of a yard, and it leads to a second and goal. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. To throw on second down. Boston to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Being chased. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here comes the Seahawks offensive unit. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 33, here's second down and 1. He's going to use his legs here. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up a throw. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Boston. 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take back over. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard to the 27. 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Boston. And that'll be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Boston. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 14. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
Sorry, you said.
And now off to the races down the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 49ers' 24-yard line.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd?
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boston throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Operating from the gun, Boston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 43-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Boston. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Back to throw. Boston. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Operating from the gun. Boston. Over the middle, it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Boston got a man and he hits him in stride. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Now a handoff running through the middle. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 on the play. And this is 3rd down.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Seahawks 1st down.
Back to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
A gain of 30. 1st down, Seattle.
They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
A loss of 3 brings up
Second and 5. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the 49er hands team does its job. The 4th quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Hands it off out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Back to throw. Boston. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. Now the 4th down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way, but bottom line, they're still alive. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6 coming up. Looking to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Here comes 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Back to throw here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Number 88. A gain of 19 yards.
They'll drop to throw.
And the Seahawks
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big third down. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped.
Ball start, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for San Francisco, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.